This lesson is brought to you by C-Signal, the first worldwide stock market traders algorithm developers in the world.
How two simple moving averages could save you a fortune in stocks and make you a small fortune. Hello everyone, Andre Houston here. I'm a stock market trader and algorithm developer from C-Signal, and I'm here to help you to avoid a total disaster in stock market trader and to make a small fortune using two simple moving averages. Let's go. Are moving averages important? Well, I don't know any bank in the world that doesn't use it. I'm talking about the big ones. But they use moving averages in a different way. You probably heard about it. That's the reason why it's so important you watch until the end, or you will make a disaster. First, let me say, using the moving average crossing as a signal will break your capital. Banks know that. A lot of beginners are using moving average this way, and they will push the price to trap you, just to take your order and stop you eating your money. I have an entire collection of videos talking about traps and the moving average, and it's very important to see it. The question remains, how do they use the moving average? The first function of moving average is to place your orders. You will notice resistance to pass through the major moving average. It happens because banks use moving average as a position to place a customer's order. The second function is to show the organic trend line. If you pay attention, you will find that the moving average itself is the trend line. But trend lines in two different time frames will show you not only the trend itself, but most importantly foremost, when not operating at all. I'm talking about big consolidations in the price. Before I reveal what the two moving averages are, let me show you a strong trend and consolidation. As you can see in my screen, there's a lot of difference between operating here and operate here. Now, let's see moving average showing consolidation. As you can notice, there is a discordant moment between the same moving average in the left and in the right. The result is consolidation. The moment is very hard to evaluate any kind of operation. You have a moving average short indications in the left and the moving average showing long indications in the right. You probably will be stopped entering long or short. But when all moving average shows the same direction, you have a trend. There is a slogan in play for a long time which states, the trend is your friend. If the trend is your friend, the moving averages have been friends of the trend. So the friend of my friend is also mine. And how to apply the two moving averages correctly? You can use your preferred time frame. I strongly recommend Renko 27 or bigger for the big picture of the market and Renko 13 for the trigger point. I have traders using 60 minutes and 5 minutes. Others are using 15 minutes and 3 minutes. Keep in mind, what's matter is to see a big picture and a small picture at the same time. Come with me on Renko 27 and Renko 13. The stock I choose is Tesla, nice paper to buy and operate. If you are in Norway, Sweden or Europe, you can test it on ER International. If you are in Asia, you can test in HK50 and also can do it in India, Russia, USA or Japan. So let's see what we can do here. Okay guys, before we go ahead, let's explain some details for you. The blue line, the blue moving average in the screen is the fast moving average. And the red line is the slow moving average, okay? The slow period. So let's create the rules we must follow. First, after a crossing signal in the main screen, Renko 27, we will wait for a traditional pullback in the line in the trigger screen, Renko 8. Second, if we find a pullback in the trigger screen, we will check if the condition is still available in the main screen. And third, in positive case, the stop loss will be placed under the fast and moving average on trigger screen, and target will be 2 times the risk. First, if for any reason the condition on main screen don't grant me to go ahead, I will wait for another opportunity. Okay? That's so simple. Everyone can be able to follow these rules.
This is probably the most important lesson in stock market trades. First, we see a signal on Renko 27, but when we wait for pullback, the condition is no longer available. We see another condition granting enter in a long position, and in this time, the pullback comes and the condition still available. And we do the operation. A complete such as.
Now it's time to review. I'm using simple moving average 21 arithmetic and 18 exponential. And the reason why this works so perfectly is just because all big banks use it. That's the reason. And you can't ignore that. Okay? You can use it as a filter, or you can use in your trade system. By the way, if you don't have a trade system, here you can see my best trade systems in the world. Thanks for watching. It was a pleasure to stay with you, and consider subscribing to my channel to receive more important information, and check my Instagram, and I have a lot of powerful tools for you will succeed. Bye bye.
This lesson is brought to you by C-Signal, the first worldwide stock market traders algorithm developers in the world.